Breaking the news this week that House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer plans to subpoena the Bidens in the probe into the family's business deals. Listen to this.
This is always going to end with the Bidens coming in front of the committee. We are going to subpoena the family. I mean, we're putting the case together to win in court. Obviously, with all the opposition and obstruction we're getting from the Biden attorneys now, we know that this is going to end up in court.
Well, joining me now, Republican Congressman Pat Fallon of Texas, who, by the way, serves on the House Oversight Committee. Great to see you, Congressman. Let's just start with your reaction to this announcement by Merrick Garland, special counsel investigation of Hunter Biden. What say you?
You know what, Ash, this is a long time in coming, quite frankly. It should have happened 2.5 years ago. If you're going to investigate the president of the United States' son to avoid any impropriety or really even any perception that he is going to be treated differently, which I believe, honestly, he was, then a special counsel should have been appointed as soon as Joe Biden was elected president.
Are you surprised? Because as I asked a previous guest, there's been a drip, drip, drip of news coming out regarding Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, the Biden family, and yet nothing was being done. But here we are today. Are you surprised?
I actually am surprised, Ashley, but I'd say pleasantly surprised. And listen, I have to tip my cap to the work that Chairman Comer has done, my colleagues on the Oversight Committee, and our incredible staff. Because let's be very honest, without the work that has been done over the last 7 months, this day would have never come.
All right, so let me ask you this, and this was also brought up earlier. What if the House Oversight Committee wants to subpoena people to testify, that they can now use this special counsel investigation as basically a blocking mechanism, saying, I'm sorry, I can't talk about that because I'm under investigation? I mean, does that block the subpoena from the House Oversight Committee?
It shouldn't, but, you know, when people, this is what I find interesting about the Biden. Joe Biden particularly has claimed that he, you know, at first he didn't know anything about his son's business dealings, and he'd never met any of his associates until both of those statements were proven to be abject lies. And then he said, well, I wasn't involved with my son. You know what? If you have nothing to hide, Joe Biden, then just come clean and share your bank records. That would be very helpful to this investigation. And again, if you've done nothing wrong, this investigation could end in a week or two. But instead of doing that, Ash, what they're doing is the exact opposite. They're lawyering up and blocking and obfuscating at every single turn.
And quickly, Congressman, we know through whistleblower testimony that the Department of Justice, the FBI, the IRS, the Secret Service have all done their very best to block the investigation. Could that be an issue this time?
Of course, there's no doubt, except this time, at least with a special counsel. For instance, like IRS whistleblower agents that are investigating, maybe now they can be allowed to ask who dad was in the emails, who the big guy was in the emails. Maybe even have our agents, IRS and FBI agents, actually talk to Hunter Biden rather than being instructed by the higher-ups to wait until he contacts you, which, of course, he never did. So hopefully, if the special counsel does his job, we actually might find a lot more information.
A huge development for sure. Congressman Pat Fallon, thank you so much for jumping in and talking about this breaking news. We do appreciate it.